Major quotes by Robert Kiyosaki. The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. Money is an illusion. The real asset is your mind. Robert considers himself having two dads, one his real father who was educated and highly intelligent but always struggled financially, while the other one who was his friend Mike's father, who never finished 8th grade but left tens of millions of dollars for his family. Having two dads offered him the choice of contrasting points of view, one of rich and one of a poor man. Summary of the Chapter 1. The author shares story of himself as a 9-year-old boy, telling his real or poor father about Jimmy, who had not invited him and his friend Mike on his beach house for the party, considering them poor kid. He asked his poor dad how to get rich. "Use your head," his dad replied, as he don't know about how to make money. Robert and his friend Mike then started a business. Both being 9 years old, tried to make coins at Robert's house, at which his poor dad and his friend laughed, and his dad suggested him to take advice from Mike's dad, although he was not much rich at that time, but he knew a lot about money. At first, Robert didn't get what Mike's father wants to make him learn by working for only 10 cents an hour, but when he decided to quit job, then rich dad told him, this was the lesson he wants him to learn, that if he worked for money, he will end his life earning much less than what he deserved. Rich don't work for money, they make money work for them, he said. For poor people, the rich dad said, they have a pattern, the pattern of get up, go to work, pay bills. Get up, got to work, pay bills. This is what I called the rat race. People's lives are forever controlled by two emotions, fear and greed. So many people say, "Oh, I'm not interested in money." Yet they will work at a job for 8 hours a day. The main cause of poverty or financial struggle is fear and ignorance, not the economy or the government or the rich, he said. He further explained the trap as a picture of donkey dragging a cart with its owner dangling a carrot in front of its nose and not observing the whole picture. Donkey is living in ignorance. Rich Dad went on to explain that the rich know that money is an illusion, truly like the carrot for the donkey. He tried to explain to them that most people don't see opportunities as they are always looking for money and a secure job to pay bills. Robert and Mike heard all these points, and while working at one of Rich Dad's store, Robert saw an opportunity and started a comic library with comic books which were not for sale, and it was only because he got Rich Dad's point that you should not allow your emotions, i.e. fear and greed, to overcome you while thinking for money. Instead, use your mind and then you will be able to see opportunities. Key themes of Chapter 1. Theme 1. Two fathers, two mindsets. Robert Kiyosaki contrasts his biological father, poor dad, a highly educated but financially struggling government employee, with his best friend's father, rich dad, a self-made entrepreneur who built wealth despite limited formal education. Poor dad believed in job security and climbing the corporate ladder, while rich dad focused on financial education and asset. Theme 2. The rat race trap. Most people work for money out of fear of bills and greed for lifestyle upgrades, perpetuating a cycle of dependency on paycheck. Rich Dad teaches that emotions like fear and greed blind people to opportunities, keeping them in the rat race. Theme 3. The power of passive income. The rich make money work for them through assets, e.g. businesses, investments, rather than trading time for wages. Kiyosaki and his friend Mike learned this by starting a comic book library at age 9, earning passive income from rentals instead of hourly wages. Theme 4. Lessons from low-wage work. Rich Dad pays the boys 10 cents per hour to show how little earned income yields over time. When they quit, he reveals the lesson. Don't work for money, make it work for you. This teaches them to spot opportunities, like the comic library, instead of relying on jobs. Theme 5. Financial illusion. Money is compared to a carrot dangled before a donkey. Most chase it without seeing the bigger picture of wealth building. Schools teach job skills but ignore financial literacy, leaving people unprepared to escape the rat race.